Hello, welcome to another one of my outstanding videos. Today I've got quite a nice watch on the table. It's an Amiga, and more importantly, it's my daughter's Amiga. So I'm not going to be on it today. You can see the seconds hands moving like that. It's not. There's nothing wrong with the watch. It's just so that's the battery low level indicator. So this is a new battery. My brief is a new battery and a good clean and polish. Nothing too deep. I really don't want to do that. So what I'm doing here is just doing it for my daughter. It's a very important watch for her. We got on her 18th birthday. Not I posted a video earlier and said the 21st for her 21st, but I was corrected. So it's for her 18th. It's 2014. It's a Seiko Seamaster Aqua Terra, obviously a ladies one, and obviously it's electric. Yeah, let that soak in a minute. Yeah. Right. Okay. Move on. Uh, it's just I'm doing this for my daughter, but also I've had a lot of problems with memory on my computer, and the CapCut wasn't running smoothly. So I've had a new drive installed, a SSR, solid state one, as opposed to the other sort. And I have to say, it's weight treat. It's a lot better and smoother. So what I'm doing on the watch, I'm going on the bench. I'm undoing the strap so I can get in it. My plan, I'm going to have a look in the case before I finalise the plan. I'm obviously taking the strap off now, and I'll take the back off and polish them up. It was interesting how the pins came out. It's slightly different. It's more like a clasp. It clasps top and bottom on these. Normally you just squeeze the pin and wriggle it out, but it took me a while to figure it out. But once I did, it's quite easy. They just literally compress the pin and slide it out horizontally. It's quite a good system, and it would doddle once you know how to do it. Piece of cake. So that's what I do now. Battery went in okay, which I'll show you more. This watch was, so it's 2014, and I think it's probably one of the first, if my research is okay, to have there's a small disc in the back, anti-magnetic, a sort of a shield to stop you from EM. So I think that's, if I'm right, that was introduced about 2014. When I say if I'm right, I mean AI. I've just been doing my research on there. But it's a beautiful looking watch. The dial's textured, and apparently it's a teak dial, and it's designed to simulate the sort of floorboarding, the boarding of a yacht, of a sailing ship. Which, again, that's AI for you. I didn't think that, but I certainly do think it's a nice dial. It's the jewels. I think there's 9 jewels in it. So in the mechanical part, it's an Amiga, so it's a quality watch. The movement is I think it's a 4 4 5 6 1 movement. Very popular. It's incredibly accurate. It's a second a day, if that. It's been done for over a week, and it's still keeping perfect time. So the accuracy is outstanding, and it's quite a good looking watch. There's lots of scratches and stuff on it, but my daughter uses it for work. It's how a watch should be. It's used, and it's a few years old now, so yeah, it's showing a few marks, but nothing bad. The lighting on this shows it up worse than what it is, but it is a bit dirty. You can see all the dirt there on my mat, so I don't want to embarrass my daughter too much and say how bad it were. But it was, yeah, it's just ready for a good, put a bit of sparkle back into it, so it looks nice. She's recently bought a mechanical watch, so I thank God for that. Her soul is now saved. She's bought a very very small ladies Amiga when she goes out, which is really nice, excellent value too. So I use the case back removal tool to take this off, and I tried to film it, but I didn't get the camera angles very good. So I've got a better angle when I put it back together. So the back's off there. You can see it's very very plain in there. There's not much to report on. The jewels I mentioned earlier are on the dial side, because it's the gears for the hour hand, minute hand are very similar, the same sort of thing. So I'm just checking it out, making sure there's no rust appearing. That's your worst fear you can have at this stage. There's a seal, O-ring around the outer edge. I'll take that off and have a look at it. If it was sticking or deforming, or if it was getting hard in places, I'd replace it. But it's fine. It's fine. So it went back in. The battery was silver nickel one, which are a lot more stable, last longer. Not expensive. So that goes in. I When I was cleaning, when I was going to polish this watch, I almost decided here. You can see the two case screws at the sort of 8 and 3 o'clock position. If I'd unscrewed them and took the crown out, I'd emptied the case and I could have polished it a little bit better. But just for a polish, I didn't want to. I was a bit nervous of doing it as well, so I didn't. So what I get it going at this point here. I saw the O-ring, and I just polish everything else up because I don't want to put the back on obviously till it's polished. So I did try and capture some footage of me doing a. As I say, it's I keep calling it a polish, and it's not. It's just a clean, really. So it's very light polish. I don't try and remove any material, or any scratches. That's the magnetic case I'm talking about. I'm sure that was introduced. This watch would have been one of the first with it, and this is my garage, my modified back tool. That is actually designed to sort of compress crystals when you're putting your watch glass on, but it's perfect for watch backs. You can buy a proper purpose-made one, but it's very expensive, very expensive. But for me, this works. This works a treat. And that wheel is the softest wheel I can find. I use silver water salt because I think that's an excellent metal polish. I've used it for years on all sorts of things, and it really does polish up well. The only bad thing about it, disadvantage, it's a bit of a paste, and it does get everywhere. It gets, especially when you're doing the strap, it will get embedded in the links. And despite having a couple of ultrasonic washers, I still had to go in there and get it out, but it's worth it that's a lovely bright shiny finish. And then so I do that, and I get the strap. That's the main buckle on the strap with the Omega symbol. Obviously, that was heavily scratched, so I give that a good polish. I would imagine that maybe a few very small ones that disappear or make them less visible. And then so you sort of squeeze the strap just to expose one link, and you just sort of buzz it through on all the links and give them a good polish. But it did, come out. I'm very, very pleased how it come out. It's just right. It's just a good clean, good quality clean. So I just run it through there. I didn't want to. You've got to be careful. You get them too hot. So it's just a light rub. Those disc wheels don't look to me like they're going around very fast, but they are. They're on the lowest setting. You can see I've got a speed controller on the grinder, but I can't slow it down anymore. I haven't got a voltage regulator, but it's an AC motor, so if you turn it down too much, it just trips out. So that's as slow as I can get it. Ideally, I'd like it running half that speed. But for the work I do, just doing this, I do this on pretty much all my watches. It's just a light buffer. The yellow one on the left, the wheel on the left, that's a bit firmer. That's a bit more abrasive, and that will go a bit deeper. So I don't use that often, unless I'm sort of experimenting with different soaps and things. But this worked good enough, good enough. And so the plan is when that's all clean, we'll get it all washed out. The sides was tricky to do as well because it was quite hard holding the strap in place. You didn't want to, but you didn't want to do is the wheel to grab it, and twist it, which wouldn't have been good. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. And editing this video has been a pleasure compared to what I've been doing now. I've got my new it's a digital. It's not a disc, a new drive. So that's the polishing over with. So now the back's done, I can get it on. I've just put my finger cuffs on there because it's all clean now. You don't want no fingerprints or smudges on it. Different angle. The camera's quite low there. I'll remember next time to shut the door. It's good what you can see because I've put it this angle because you'll see my case removal tool when we use it. Just getting ready. Before I start anything, I've got to put the seal in, and they're strange. I think the seals, because I have noticed when I put them back in, not this watch, all watches, it's as if the seal's a bit too big. It's as if it's come out of another movement. I always end up with the big loop, and it takes a while to get it in. But that press there, it's a nice little press. You've got two flat sponge-like material, what keeps it flat, and it's saturated with like some sort of Vaseline, so it wets and lubricates the seal. He's a good-looking chap, that guy, isn't he? Yeah, he's my stunt double. Very handsome. So it's just getting it in there with that loop forming. And well, I would say it took me ages, but it took me a few times just to get it okay. It's sort of thing you'd expect just to drop in and screw the back on, but it didn't. But when I say it took me a few times, no more than a few minutes really. And then you'll see me using my my watch back tool. It's so good. With these watch tools for watch tools I buy, when you need them for tricky jobs, it just make it a million times easier. I could have done with this, you've seen it. I use like a slip ball, which will work for a little bit, or I have got like a prong, like an adjustable prongs, and you hold them in your hands, and it work. I've worked with it loads of times, but they're very, they'll scratch anything. But with this tool it's a nice bit of kit. It's a hefty bit of chunkiness from China. And actually, you've got your various white blocks on there and your various punches there. What grab it all. And the idea is you put your watch in the vise at the bottom, and that obviously secures it, keeps it nice and safe. And then you push that rotor down there. You set your pins so they're at the right pitch. And you put one in one slot, obviously one in another, and turn. And it's very good because you can get quite a lot of torque. You can really torque it up. But you're in control of it all. You know exactly where you are. It's definitely handy when you take them off, because some watches, when they've been on for years and years, you can't get them off. But that's if I have to use that to get the watch backs off, it's fine. It's not a problem at all. So a good bit of kit. It's a handsome fella on screen again. At this moment now, I'm just looking. I'll get some silver, and it's just like Brasso, but it's not Brasso, it's silver. And just get a buff and buff and buff. And then I do the crystal with some crystal cleaner and get it all back. And I just hope she likes it. It's not very abrasive, this, and I think it's the ammonia in it what cleans it, but don't quote me. Saying it smells like it. So just doing that, and then it's a case of putting the strap on, getting in there. But I certainly didn't want that on a machine. Chance. So let's have a look. Ta-da! All right, that's a cracker. It's a beautiful watch. I love it. It's been, it's nice, clean and bright, and it's no battery in, so things will get on the wrist and carry on enjoying it. So that's the video. Hope you liked it. You know what to do. A like would be nice, and I'll see you again for my next one, which is going to be really interesting. So until then, thank you and goodbye.